Hello, everyone, and happy Friday. It's time for CCTU's Take 5. I'm Bill Van Amburg, along with my great partner and colleague, Alycia Gilde. Take 5 gives you 5 focused minutes on a key industry trend, tool, or update for the clean commercial transportation industry. It's a quick way to keep us connected on important topics and progress, while we also work to bring you a full CCTU every month.
That's right. And during our last live CCTU broadcast, we introduced the incredible momentum CalStart's Global Drive to Zero program is building, and recent news of nations coming together to sign a Memorandum of Understanding to commit to zero-emission commercial vehicle adoption goals. During this Take 5 segment, we're going to talk to CalStart's Global Director, Cristiano Façanha, to explore this topic and good news a little further. So Cristiano, great to have you back. Last time you introduced this global MOU and Drive to Zero's program, and that Netherlands are leading to get other nations to adopt this MOU. Can you quickly remind our audience, what is this all about again?
Definitely, and thanks for having me here, Alycia. So this is a proposed international agreement, which we're calling it shortening to the global MOU, and it aims at participating countries reaching 100% of sales of medium and heavy-duty vehicles being zero emissions sometime between 2040 and 2050, really enabling this nation's signatories to reach net zero emissions by 2050. And it's not just a long-term target. So to boost near-term action that sends a very clear signal to manufacturers, to fleets, to investors, participating nations are also considering an interim target in 2030. So as you mentioned, the global MOU is being co-led by us, CalStart, with Drive to Zero and the Netherlands, and it's going to be officially announced at COP26 in November in Glasgow. So until then, we're going to be closely engaging with multiple nations to really maximize country participation.
You know, this is really tremendously exciting. And I saw those initial countries. Clearly, there's going to be more that you expect. And one of the questions I have to ask is, what about the U.S.? Will we get the U.S. involved?
Yes, as you can expect. So far we got Austria, Canada, Chile, Germany, Greece, Netherlands, Norway, and Sweden. We expect many more nations to be involved over the summer and ahead of COP26 in Glasgow in November. And as for US, I really can't speak for the administration, but we did have great news that the US has just rejoined the Electric Vehicle Initiative under the Clean Energy Ministerial, which is also where Drive to Zero falls. So there's a very good chance that US will join these discussions.
That's exciting, and we'll keep working that together. So for the nations that have joined, what strategies are being considered? It's one to meet the goals. It's one thing to say, hey, we've got goals, but are action plans going to be put together?
Yeah, definitely. So the MOU includes action plans for the countries to meet these targets. So obviously, countries are following very different strategies, all the way from regulatory pathways, such as Europe with their truck CO2 standards, but others are considering very strong incentives, such as Norway, and yet others are considering local policies, really limiting like commercial vehicles to zero-emission technologies, such as the Netherlands. But in terms of lessons, it's not one or the other. We really need a combination of all of the strategies.
Well, this is really great, Cristiano. Super excited about this. And with this MOU being expected to be signed at COP26, last time we spoke about this, you mentioned that there's going to be this exciting zero-emission truck expo. Can you share with us what we should be looking forward to with this expo?
Yes, definitely. We're very excited. It's still very early in the planning stage, but we are started to socialize the concept of a ZET World Expo, really linking the government ambition for zero-emission commercial vehicles with the readiness of the technology. So our goal is to bring real trucks and to show that the zero-emission trucks, are there, are real, and can be a really important part of the climate solution. And it's important to say that we don't plan to do this alone. We're currently reaching out to partners to collaborate. So we got really strong indications, some from important players, just Volvo, Navistar, and Scania so far, that they're willing to participate.
Well, that's so great. And so we would just say, if you're interested in taking part, reach out to Cristiano Façanha. We want you there, and we want to show the reality of zero-emission trucks to the world. Cristiano, thank you so much for joining us. And that's all the time we have left, unfortunately, on our latest edition on our industry Take 5. Stay connected by following us at CalStart on Twitter. And don't forget to register for our upcoming live broadcast on July 16th at calstart.org/CCT update. Thank you again so much for joining us and for making Friday your CCTU day. We will CCTU soon.